In the previous part, we saw Luo Feng drag his enemy 5 Chaos straight into the depths of the 9 abysses. Right there, 5 Chaos met his end. He informed the first true god of the Divine Eye Clan that his extremity godly armor, the Black Token, and Luo Feng's Shiwa wings had all fallen into the 9 abysses. Upon hearing this news, the master of the Divine Eye Clan dispatched his 3rd true god and 6th true god to retrieve all those treasures. On the other hand, Huge Axe, the strongest pillar of humanity, also set out to protect and secure Luo Feng's treasures. Meanwhile, with the help of his teacher, Sitting Mountain, Luo Feng extracted all 9 million scales of the complete extremity godly armor. After that, his teacher brought him to the ruins of an ancient civilization in this universe. The moment they arrived, Luo Feng realized this was the very civilization that created the masterpiece known as the Universe Boat, making it one of the greatest civilizations in history. At the start of the episode, Luo Feng enters the ancient palace alongside his teacher. As soon as both reach a huge hall, Luo Feng notices ancient laws inscribed on the walls, glowing with brilliant golden light. As Luo Feng begins to examine these laws closely, he realizes that many legendary cultivators who came here couldn't withstand the emotional pressure radiating from these walls and met their demise. When Luo Feng saw that these laws directly connected with a cultivator's emotions, he was completely surprised by their intense power. Right then, his teacher approaches him and says, "Luo Feng, whoever created these laws was one of the strongest entities in this universe. Even my power was nothing compared to his. Yet even he could not escape the reincarnation cycle, the great destruction cycle." His teacher continued, "For now, drop the idea of studying this. Your cultivation level is still far too low. First, look at what this civilization left behind as its legacy." After this, both step into an inner hall. The moment they set foot inside, a beam of light projects several mysterious mystic diagrams into the air. As Luo Feng takes a step forward, he gets trapped in a terrifying illusion. He begins to see the entire history of the past, where legendary cultivators were kneeling before a mysterious entity, the exact same entity whose massive statue stood at the outer entrance point. Luo Feng was just about to kneel down himself when Teacher Sitting Mountain uses his power to snap him out of the illusion. His teacher says seriously, "You were trapped in this illusion for 3 whole days." Regaining his senses, Luo Feng feels embarrassed and says, "Teacher, I will be careful from now on." Looking closely at those diagrams, Luo Feng thinks, "My understanding of mystic diagrams is currently stuck at the universe venerable level. If I study these diagrams deeply, I can definitely make a breakthrough." Suddenly, Teacher Sitting Mountain says, "Luo Feng, wait." Outside, a terrifying fight is going on between true god-level cultivators. Luo Feng is shocked and says, "Nobody ever comes to a deserted place like this. Why are such high-level true gods fighting here today?" His teacher says with a smile, "Leave your divine clone here to study these diagrams in peace and come outside with me in your main body. Let's see what is going on." Without wasting a single moment, Luo Feng assigns his clone to study the diagrams and comes outside with his teacher in his main body. The scene outside was truly terrifying. Heavy destruction was everywhere, with massive planets and asteroids being destroyed like a deck of cards. Luo Feng says under his breath, "So this is what a real fight between 2 true gods looks like." Right then his teacher tells him, "The 2 fighters you see in front are the 3rd true god and 6th true god of the Divine Eye Clan, and the warrior fighting them alone is the Golden Radiance Demon God. He is the only true god of his clan, who single-handedly raised his race to such great heights. Among them, the 3rd true god is a master at creating domains, while the 6th true god excels at soul attacks. Even though this demon god's name sounds fierce, his appearance is like a small golden-colored child. He was shouting in frustration, "I've been yelling for so long that I haven't taken any of your armor or wings treasures." But both true gods of the Divine Eye Clan didn't trust him one bit. They said in a firm voice, "We cannot let any treasure of our clan fall into the hands of an outsider." Just then the demon god taunts them, "Why are you targeting only me? Just turn around and look, Sitting Mountain is standing right there. Surely he must have gathered all those treasures." Luo Feng was completely surprised upon hearing this, because that demon god had clearly spotted Teacher Sitting Mountain even from such a vast distance. Luo Feng thought, if he spotted Teacher, did he spot me as well? Teacher Sitting Mountain gestured to Luo Feng not to worry, and stepped directly in front of everyone. Both true gods of the Divine Eye clan asked sharply, "Sitting Mountain, do you also want to interfere in this fight?" His teacher replied with a smile, "No way, I enjoy watching the action much more than jumping into a fight myself. But yes, I can't say anything about him." And right at that moment, Huge Axe, the strongest pillar of humanity, makes his entry on screen. Huge Axe challenged them in his sharp and cool style. It seems the Divine Eye clan has grown a bit too arrogant about their strength. The moment Luo Feng saw Huge Axe, a wave of worry rushed through his mind. Huge Axe must have come to this dangerous place because of me. But this isn't good. The weight of all humanity rests on his shoulders. If something happens to him, it will be disastrous, because these two true gods of the Divine Eye clan are extremely strong. There is no room for even a single mistake here. The third true god taunted, "Huge Axe, you arrived right on time. In fact, you are the one who took both those treasures, because news of it reached your clan first. Besides, you humans have caused heavy losses to our clan." Hearing this, the demon god standing nearby cut in, "You hypocrites! How double-faced can you be? Just 2 minutes ago you were saying those treasures were with me, and now you say they are with Huge Axe." The sixth true god glared at Huge Axe and said, "Today we will take revenge for what that Luo Feng of your alliance did to our 5 chaos. And once we kill you, the human race will be wiped out from the original universe." Their foul words struck Huge Axe's heart like arrows, and his rage was a sight to behold. And how could our hero Luo Feng just stand by and watch quietly? He immediately looked at Teacher Sitting Mountain and said in a firm voice, "Teacher, I want to join Huge Axe in this fight." His teacher smiled and said to Luo Feng, "Don't worry so much, my brother. You still don't know Huge Axe's true strength. He isn't called humanity's greatest pillar for nothing. Just stand back and wait and watch." Meanwhile, the demon god shifted his strategy and said to Huge Axe, "Huge Axe, let's team up and fight against these Divine Eye clan members together." But Huge Axe was listening to all their threats and talk with immense patience. Just then, the third true god summoned the special inheritance of the Divine Eye clan, and in an instant, billions of giant beasts appeared. The shocking part was that each one of these beasts was as massive as a large planet. Not only that, the third true god used his intelligence and strength to merge the power of all those beasts together, creating a devastating eternal star beast with countless heads. In front of this monstrous creature, all the strong cultivators present there looked like tiny specks of dust. The third true god roared his command, "Eternal Star Beast, annihilate Huge Axe." Upon receiving the order, the Star Beast launched a direct attack at Huge Axe with a terrifying laser-like cosmic light river. But without any panic, Huge Axe easily blocked that deadly strike in mid-air using his incredible Supreme Treasure Axe. When the Star Beast moved forward to attack again, this time Huge Axe unleashed the 12th attack of his technique. The impact of that strike was so tremendous that the giant Star Beast was pushed back several million kilometers. Seeing this unbelievable power, both true gods were stunned and realized that the weapon in Huge Axe's hands was a genuine supreme treasure. Huge Axe roared, "Yes, this is indeed a supreme treasure, and you will be the first victims to fall by its blade." Hearing this, the enraged Star Beast readies its humongous star hand and lunges at Huge Axe with all its might. This attack carried such destructive energy that the space and time fabrics there were tearing to shreds like fine silk cloth. In response to this terrifying strike, Huge Axe immediately unleashed his 13th attack. From the other side, the third and sixth true gods poured in all their power to give a massive energy boost to the Star Beast, thanks to which Huge Axe's 13th attack was somehow stopped. Seeing this, both true gods celebrated with joy, believing that this was the absolute limit of Huge Axe's power. But look at the real twist. At that exact moment, Huge Axe swung his axe with such mind-blowing speed that he launched his 14th attack right at their chest. This strike was so immensely powerful that it sliced clean through that star beast spanning billions of kilometers, and that wave of destruction surged straight toward those two true gods. Huge Axe didn't stop there. Turning the impossible into reality, he reached his ultimate 15th attack. Seeing this extraordinary spectacle, both true gods of the Divine Eye clan panicked. Even Teacher Sitting Mountain stood there surprised. The huge axe had touched a limit no one ever expected. This attack was so colossal that Huge Axe's axe came slicing through another parallel plane and literally cut that eternal star beast into 2 pieces. Even though all 3 of them on the other side had put their very lives on the line, Luo Feng was completely stunned seeing this unparalleled display of power. Teacher Sitting Mountain took a deep breath and said, "Huge Axe has truly done something today that fits his stature." Terrified by their crushing defeat and the shattering of the Star Beast, both true gods whispered to each other, "Huge Axe can shatter a Star Beast with eternal true god power. Standing against him is impossible for us. We must escape right now." On the other hand, Huge Axe stepped toward them in his fierce form and said, "You were dreaming of destroying my human race, weren't you? Today, I will teach you the consequences of casting an evil eye on our race." Now both were desperately looking for a way out. The 6th true god immediately created his planetary domain, and both hid inside their palace treasure to save their lives. That stopping Huge Axe today was beyond anyone's capability. With a single giant palm he gripped the entire space along with their palace treasure right in his hand. Seeing Huge Axe standing directly in front of them, both were so bewildered that they didn't even realize Huge Axe had stepped straight into their sub-universe. The 3rd true god hid the 6th true god in his space and begged on his knees before Huge Axe. Why aren't you letting us go? You just saw that there is no match between us and you." These members of the Divine Eye clan outdid even chameleons in changing colors. Just a moment ago, those who were talking about wiping out humanity were now tucking their tails between their legs and begging for mercy like scared dogs. But Huge Axe said in a stern voice, "First, you will pay compensation for your arrogance today. Hand over 3 Peak Palace treasures directly to me, only then will I forget this matter. Otherwise, you know very well that my axe can still perform massive feats." Huge Axe completely turned the tables. What choice did the poor 3rd true god have except to face death? Lowering his head, he thought for a moment and said, "Fine, we respect your power." And he quietly pulled out the 3 Peak Palace treasures in his possession and handed them over to Huge Axe. Having received the compensation, Huge Axe let both of them go and came directly to the demon god and Teacher Sitting Mountain. He said, "I hope both of you will not speak to anyone outside about my true power." Teacher Sitting Mountain was already sensible, and the demon god also agreed, saying, "Of course, we will not say anything at all, and you have no fear of anything leaking from the Divine Eye clan either, because what fool would boast to the outside world about such a crushing and humiliating defeat?" Hearing this, Huge Axe departed from there. After he left, Teacher Sitting Mountain came up to Luo Feng and asked, "Tell me, Luo Feng, what did you learn from today's fight?" Luo Feng answered seriously, "Teacher, in the original universe, everyone's power is suppressed by the universe will. But here in the universe C, today for the first time I saw what Huge Axe's true potential really is. I have realized that I am literally nothing in front of such powerful people right now." His teacher explained a great truth to him. Always remember one thing, Luo Feng. As long as you do not become the universe's strongest warrior, this universe will keep protecting you under its umbrella. But the day you become the universe's strongest, you will have a separate universe of your own and you will be completely distinct from the original universe. At that moment, you yourself will become a massive threat to the original universe, and for this reason, the original universe will keep suppressing you in every way. Pausing briefly, his teacher continued, "To tell you the truth, this human race is indeed very special." As soon as Luo Feng asked a cross question to learn the secret behind this, his teacher brushed it off, saying, "Knowing the answer to this question is not right for you right now. For now, take this. I have fully repaired your demon god slaying armor." This was the very same extremity godly armor that Luo Feng got after killing 5 chaos. Wearing this armor gave Luo Feng an incredible and formidable look. He could clearly feel the extraordinary power coursing inside it. Placing his hand on his shoulder, his teacher said, "Don't think too much. Just focus on your training. The techniques hidden within the mystic runes of the Star Tower are of an extremely high level. When you reach the level of a Universe Lord, try your absolute best to decode them. If you succeed in doing so, remember, no enemy's power will matter before you. Unless they possess a supreme treasure, no one will last even a second against you, understood? I am eagerly waiting for that day." Teacher Sitting Mountain says this much, and departs from there. After he leaves, Luo Feng smiles and says to himself, "Teacher does not want to make our bond public for now, and that is right. If I use my Shiwu wings openly right now, then once again scores of strong cultivators will chase after me. Now that everyone believes my main body was destroyed in the 9 abysses, and I have also lost the Shiwu wings, this is the best opportunity for me to slip away from this trouble and chaos." After this begins a long period, Luo Feng engaged in hard cultivation for hundreds of years, while continuously fighting battles in various places to make himself stronger. At the same time, his divine clone was quietly studying the diagrams of that ancient civilization, and before long in his understanding of the mystic diagrams, Luo Feng finally achieved a massive breakthrough to the Universe Lord level. Now Luo Feng was moving toward that special black token pillar space, which he obtained after defeating 5 Chaos. On his way, Luo Feng thinks, "Let's see what amazing artifacts I get from 5 Chaos." As soon as Luo Feng arrives at that location, we see that within a vast area spanning several billion light years, there were countless planets, asteroids, and towering black pillars. Right in the middle of those terrifying pillars stood a splendid palace. Seeing this scene, Babata says in amazement, "Luo Feng, every single black pillar here is nearly 1,000 light years large." Suddenly, from behind, Lord Jingyan arrives flying toward Luo Feng in the form of a giant eagle. Seeing Luo Feng, Jingyan beams with joy and says, "Ah, I am delighted to see a cultivator from our Hong Alliance in this inner and dangerous region of the universe both." Now Lord Jingyan explains everything about this place to Luo Feng. "Luo Feng, all these black pillars are actually priceless treasures of ancient knowledge. The closer you get to these pillars to cultivate, the faster the time flow becomes. But remember, the closer you get, the more terrifying the willpower attack on your mind will be. In other words, this is the most perfect place in this universe to forge your willpower into steel." Yang Ying smiles as he moves forward and says, "Come on, let's keep moving. Whenever your capacity gives out and you can't bear it anymore, just give me a signal, we'll stop right there." Luo Feng says with enthusiasm, "Perfect. I also want to test my limits." Now, how could Yang Ying know that our Luo Feng had already surged far ahead in terms of willpower strength? In case you don't remember, let me remind you, when Luo Feng was negotiating with the soul of his Shiwu wings, the willpower pressure from the blood of a true god on that soul was incredibly terrifying. At that very moment, Luo Feng had taken his willpower strength to an entirely different level. Now coming back to the present scene, both were slowly moving deeper into that pillar space. On the way, we saw many legendary cultivators sitting in various places, cultivating according to their own capacity. 2 of those cultivators whisper to each other, "Hey look, isn't that Lord Jingyan? And could that guy standing beside him be Lord Luo Feng?" The other cultivator replies in surprise, "What are you talking about? He entered the Universe Sea only about 600 years ago, and word was that his main body was destroyed in the brutal battle with 5 Chaos in the 9 abysses. Only God knows whose hands those silver wings and the extremity godly armor fell into now." Meanwhile, Babata notices carefully that every palace-like structure there is actually a spatial chamber, and the black token Luo Feng holds from 5 Chaos is the access pass to one of these special chambers. Lord Jingyan was thinking to himself, "I have been training myself in this terrifying pressure for thousands of years, and look at this kid Luo Feng, he is enduring such intense willpower pressure so effortlessly." Talking as they walked, both had reached the 200 times faster time flow zone. Lord Jingyan says with a bit of pride, "Luo Feng, I cultivate here in the 1100 times faster time flow zone, and just for your information, the warrior with the strongest willpower in this entire area is Lord Beiju, who sits and meditates in the 130,000 times faster time flow zone." And right then, on screen, we are shown the space fabric around a palace rotating at such a stormy speed that it's an absolute treat to watch. Yang Ying continues, "Luo Feng, Lord Beiju has a very helpful and supportive nature. He shares his knowledge with many people, but apart from him, all the other lords here are extremely moody and short-tempered." Just then, a formidable warrior cultivating nearby exclaims in shock, "Incredible! A mere human cultivator has come this deep?" Now, as they moved further ahead, Lord Yang Ying himself reached his willpower limit. "Luo Feng, I am truly amazed that you can handle the terrifying willpower pressure up to this point. But brother, I cannot step a single inch beyond this." Luo Feng smiles and thanks him, then continues moving forward alone. Now, seeing him push further ahead, every cultivator present along the way was getting shock after shock. Luo Feng's pace was relentless. 1,500 times, 2,300 times, and finally at the 3,000 times faster time flow zone, Luo Feng's willpower limit was maxed out as well. He lands on the ground right there to begin his training, but the moment he lands there, to his bad luck, a dangerous cultivator from the Divine Eye Clan, Lord Jingyan, comes and stands right in front of him. It seems like these Divine Eye Clan members are stuck to Luo Feng's fate, popping up wherever he goes. Babata does her research as usual and warns, Luo Feng, be careful. She is at level 5 of Universe Lord, meaning her power is equal to 5 chaos, and she is a top tier master in soul attacks and illusions. The moment Lord Jingyan spots Luo Feng, without wasting a single second, she launches her most terrifying illusion attack, Cycle of Annihilation, straight at him. The instant this attack strikes, Luo Feng's entire body goes completely numb. He couldn't even move. Jingyan looks at his helpless face and says with a devilish laugh, "You messed with our clan, didn't you? Now suffer. You won't even realize it, and you'll turn to dust in agony." Before we could find out anything more, our explosive part ends right here. Will Luo Feng be able to break out of this dangerous Lord Jingyan's illusion? And what incredible treasures are hidden inside that spatial chamber accessible by the black token? We will get to enjoy this thrilling suspense only in the next part. So if you love watching accurate scripts and clean explanations without any unnecessary fluff, make sure to subscribe to your favorite channel. We have also launched a brand new and amazing anime series on our channel. You can check that out as well. I am sure you will love it. See you in the next part. Until then, stay tuned and take care.